Me when my friends tell me what I did after I blacked out in the pub last night.
It's false. It never happened. It's a fake. It's fiction. It's an urban legend that never happened. It's a made-up tale.
Me when my doctor asked me how much alcohol I drink in a week.
I want to be polite with you, and I prefer not to answer to the question because your question is really a bad question. It's really a bad question because it looks like is my fault, is my problem, and your question is not correct. I'm sorry.
And this was me when my grandma gave me a Lynx Africa gift set for Christmas. Hello folks and welcome back to the show. Today I'm going to talk about New Year's fragrances. New Year's Eve coming up, of course, as I film this. Spectacular fragrances for New Year's Eve. It's all a bit spurious, isn't it? Like as if there's a specific kind of fragrance for New Year's Eve. There isn't. Nor for Christmas, nor even for summer or your birthday or a wedding or a funeral. However, let's say for the sake of argument, that we're going to do 5 fragrances. They're a little bit rich and opulent smelling, and you want to wear some of your best stuff maybe if you're doing something special to see in the new year and see out the old year. So we've got basically 5 really good, very rich, classy smelling fragrances, mostly at the more expensive niche end, but there's one that's a little bit more affordable. It's just 5 fragrances I really like at the moment that I want to share with you. So let's get stuck into that. Before we do that, don't forget we've got an amazing offer actually on for bundle deals. If you go to our website, amazing bundle deals still available. We've stopped our individual fragrance sale, but at nortonandwilson.com you can buy all 4 of our fragrances in the USA for a stunning bundle deal price, and also I think we've got a deal on for 3 of them because Bon Vivant is sadly out of stock in the UK, but yeah, don't check it out. Norton and Wilson, link in the description. Okay, let's get stuck into it. So we're going to start off. I really do still think this is a great fragrance. It's very expensive though. Would be a great choice, though, for a spectacular New Year's Eve party when you're really dressed up. Spice and Wood by Creed, 2010 release, same year as Aventus. I prefer this much, much more than Aventus. It is sadly £405 at the moment for a 75ml bottle. Very nice bottle, though, but that is a little steep. It's got apple, lemon, bergamot pepper, birch clove, and angelica. And I kind of get vetiver in this one, too, but it doesn't seem to be on the notes that I listed. It is spicy and it is woody, so it has this really subtle, nice, spicy combination of spiciness with a vetiver undertone of woodiness, a little bit of freshness coming in there too, and it's sort of a nice citrus breezy kind of opening as goes in there as well. There's something just brilliant, almost a kind of a hint of cinnamon or something. You definitely do pick up on the clove. Some people don't like cloves. So it is really refined, grown up, and I find it performs very well. I have seen others say that it doesn't for them, but my bottle here, which is a few years old, I find it really good. I love the bottle design. It'd be a great choice for the new year. We'll talk about how's your new year been, folks? Let me know down there. What are you hoping for in 2024? How was 2023 for you? 2023 for me was a reasonably good year. Got out of the house a little bit more than I have in other years. Went for a holiday. Became less of a hermit, which I think was healthy for me. So let me know how yours has been. We're going to move on then. Another one I really like actually is this one. Actually, don't talk about this brand a lot on my channel. This is from Fragrance Dubois, and it's called PM, and it's by someone I really like, producer Michael. He has an incredible fragrance channel, not fragrance channel, a YouTube channel, kind of about his amazing luxury lifestyle, which could be a bit annoying if you don't have that lifestyle, but somehow he is so down to earth and likable and humble that it's a really, really entertaining show. So just check it out, producer Michael. A variety of subjects he covers, including they go to luxury houses in California, watches, jewelry, all the finer things in life. Okay, let's move on to the note listing for this one. So it's 100 mils, I think, yeah, and the price, a little bit less than I think it's 300 and something pounds, or could be dollars, a little bit less per mil than the Spice and Wood. So, but it is not a cheap fragrance. Tuberose. Secret flowers, whatever that means. Fragrance Dubois have some secret flowers. Juniper berry. We've got cardamom. We have lemon. We've got Indonesian patchouli, my favourite type of patchouli. We also have Italian leather. Cedar wood. Orris root, labdanum. Woody notes too, and benzoin and amber. So this one's remarkable. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, that this was inspired somewhat by the fantastic smell of the interior of a Rolls Royce. I have seen someone say that that's the case. And I'm afraid that's something I'm not massively familiar with, so I can't tell you how well they've pulled it off. But I must say that it has this really rich, classy, opulent smell. Producer Michael, interestingly, is known for quite flamboyant choices in shirts and very sort of loud, very colourful shirts. And sometimes the watches he used to wear were quite blingy and that kind of thing. So you might have thought the fragrance would be very blingy and and in your face, but it's actually very refined and classy. It does have great performance. It's very strong, and it has a really nice combination of rich woody accords, a complexity, and this wonderful smooth leatheriness. I think it might be the same kind of leather accord that we find in things like Tuscan leather and ombre leather from Tom Ford, but it's not as prominent as it is in those two fragrances, but you do get a little bit of that. So really great, or maybe if you like those, you might want to try this, but I think there's more refined and there's more going on in this one. Spectacular juice. And there's another one called AM, PM, AM, see what they did there, which is also great, but PM, I think narrowly my favourite of the two, so check that one out. Let's move on then, folks. We are going to next do Roger Parfum's Scandal, I think this is the most expensive one at the list at £345 for 50ml, so per mil, the most expensive. Fabulous Fougère, 2011 release, really like this one. The Producer Michael one, by the way, was 2022. And I'll rattle off the notes really quickly. Lemon, bergamot, petitgrain. Let me take some laughing gas so I can speed that up.
Here we go. Petitgrain, spearmint, lavender, basil, tarragon, lily of the valley, rose de maille, jasmine de grasse, violet, rhubarb, cardamom, clove, nutmeg, moss notes, patchouli, vetiver, cedarwood, cashmere wood, sandalwood, tonka bean, lambtonum, ambergris, and musk.
So this one is really good. I love the bottle design. I know, Roger, some people find it, a little bit overpriced for their taste, and it is expensive. It is really good, this one, and I was happy to pay the money that I paid for this. It is beautifully refined. It's quite a citrusy leaning fougère, so there's a wonderful combination of citruses, florals, complex herbs and spices, and rich woody accords down there in the base. I don't know if it's a classic textbook kind of fougère, but some of these designations you think, oh, is it really a fougère, or is it this, or is it? Some people have called it similar to Dior's Eau Sauvage, a classic 1966 release, the original formula maybe of that, which is more of a citrus aromatic. But if you want something really refined, classy, overall a very fresh vibe, but with real richness and complexity, and you can kind of tell the high quality ingredients in this one. I think it's really good, and I get great performance. Not beast mode in the projection, but the longevity, excellent. It is a parfum pour homme. I don't know if that means extract de parfum or eau de parfum, or even, I don't know what that... Anyway, there's a cheaper version called the Parfum Cologne, which smells very similar. You may want to check that out too. Great choice, again. All of these would be great for a New Year's Eve event. Producer Michael is the kind of guy who mixes with the interesting and charismatic and famous people in Hollywood, maybe, so, therefore good choice for a New Year fragrance, maybe. And the Roger, of course, yeah, it's a pretty snazzy choice. Next up, I haven't mentioned it for a while, I still do really like Naxos by Xerjoff. It's my only Xerjoff fragrance, and it's a spectacular combination of honey, citruses, a little bit of florals, and tobacco. So honey and tobacco, beautiful, really nice, kind of a little bit more fresh than things like Tobacco Vanille from Tom Ford, which I find a bit unctuous. This one really hits the spot for me for maybe my go-to tobacco fragrance. Great for the winter time when you maybe don't want to just wear a citrus freshie. It's got some oomph to it, but really, really beautiful. Men and women can wear that one easily. It would be a great choice for a dressed-up night out, maybe New Year's Eve. And we have one more to go, a little bit more affordable for you guys. I forget the price on Naxos, but it's niche prices, but not as expensive as some niche. We've got Guerlain Heritage, 100ml, £61 something on the line in the UK. It's the Eau de Toilette, 1992 release. Patchouli, sandalwood and spices are the main things I get in this, and an overall kind of woodiness too. Really, really good. Bit more of an old school smell. Some people find it a bit dated. 1992 release, looks back a little bit more to the 80s. Shades of things like Givenchy Gentleman from 1974. Someone on Fragrantica said it's a copy of Lagerfeld Cologne. I think that's a bit... people make these statements as if it's, oh yes, I know it's just copy. No, it's not. I don't think it's a clone of Lagerfeld Cologne. There are similarities, but no. Silly person who wrote that. Really, really nice stuff. You can't go wrong with a Guerlain. Again, a gentlemanly, grown-up, mature vibe. Decent performance for me. Slightly different bottle design now, but whatever. Great fragrance. And if you want something really classy that doesn't cost the earth, a lot of Guerlain fragrances fit into that category. It's kind of in the know brand for classy French people who probably don't actually get that excited about Creed or even Xerjoff, etc. I do like those brands too, though. Let me know what you guys think about that. Let me know how your 2023 was and your hopes and dreams for 2024. And what would you like to see on my channel in the new year? It needs to improve, doesn't it, guys? It really does. Speaking of which, please do subscribe if you've enjoyed the video. Or even if you haven't, maybe the next one will be better. It could hardly be any worse. Remember, whatever you're doing in life, let's project. And although life sometimes can stink, at least we can always smell good. See you next time, guys. Bye-bye.